And we're on. Good morning, this is the Matthew Mellor channel. Welcome back if this is not your first time here, and if this is your first time, then nice to meet you. This channel is dedicated to the health and well-being and education to your health and well-being that we all, to some degree or another, could benefit from enhancing. Now, today's video will be specifically about the two different ways that we can live healthily. Start with the first one. There are supplements, multivitamins, and medicinal drugs that can enhance and also suppress your immune system, which will prevent you from having immune response symptoms or symptomology. That being, the list goes on and on, but you know, the main ones are runny noses in the winter, cold and flu-like symptoms, headaches, anything that is congestion related. Now, at this point, you may already be on a health kick. You may be working out regularly. You may be doing sweat saunas. You may have all sorts of health regimes that you are into, and those are great. Those, don't get me wrong, I fully believe in working out. I fully believe in yoga. I fully believe in sweating and getting active and moving the lymph through mechanical movement. But the second form of getting the body into a state of health is how we take one step back to go two steps forward. I talk and speak of our bodies as a house a lot of times, and that's because a lot of houses built in the past with materials that do not last are being renovated to be more appealing and more comfortable to live in. The same can be said for the human body. For years now, we've been feeding our bodies types of meat that are full of chemicals, bovine growth hormones, steroids to make them bigger and heavier, so they get more bang for their buck. You gotta hand it to them, they know what they're doing. But they didn't consider, at least I hope they didn't consider, that the fact that all of these things they've put into the animal meat is now being ingested by majority of the human species. And the same goes for all other types of food you buy out of a package that you did not see manufactured. The only way you can fully know what you're eating and how it is going to affect you is if you saw it grow, or you know the guy who grew it, or girl. When I say guy, I just mean, you know, people in general. If you think I'm sexist, then you can complain. You don't have to like my channel, but I assure you I'm not sexist. I put women on a pedestal just as equal as men, if not more, because I really respect women giving birth and bringing more people into this world and taking care of the babies in which they do. It's all about synergy. Everybody working together. And besides, I have a feminine side too, I just happen to be a male. I do not condone eating to build on top of more garbage. In other words, the health modality that I really am an advocator of is when we clean the body and renovate it. So strip everything in the body that is being damaged over time. The only way we can do that is by eating fruits and vegetables, predominantly fruits though. We must begin to alleviate our disease-like symptoms if we want to progress and not have diseases. This is only education. I have no cures, and I'm not looking to cure you in any way. I am not a doctor. This is just all education. And the matter of the fact is, if you want lasting health, then you must indulge in some education. Now, if you're out there and you don't want to educate yourself, then what you can do is contact me personally and we will set something up on the side. I have time to share and we can figure something out. So please do not refrain from definitely give me a call or give me a shout out on the email or the Facebook or the YouTube, and I can give you my phone number and we can arrange a time to talk. Because not everybody is into health like this manner. And I can give you a protocol which will inhibit cellular growth and proliferation of the healthiest cells. You don't want cells that are going to stick together and coagulate. And that's what an acidic environment does. So getting back to the two different styles of increasing your health for the means of longevity. You have one, which is just painting over the rust or putting drywall up over rotten wood, which is just over time going to rot the rest of your house out anyways. So you can either invest in your body like you would your house or your car, or you can live in a house or a car that is going to be broken down in half the time if you just took care of it now. So clean out the body first. Before you build, you must renovate. Before you paint, you must do some body work on the car. Before you build your body, you have to clean out all of the inflammation and acids that are inhibiting your body from fully functioning in its most optimal way. That is what I represent. I do not say, however, that if you clean your body, I also believe that if you clean your body and allow it to get back to a state of pure health, the way nature intended, you can then make a choice of how you'll live your life with your diet. I don't exactly think that eating meat is wrong. I think it is a moral choice. It's a question of ethics, and it's one that I choose not to do personally, but I will never ever hold it against somebody that they eat meat, because it's all on them. And why would I want to create acids in my body through having evil or negative thoughts that could increase my anxiety and tension? Where I do have a bit of frustration is when explaining the processes of the body and the chemicals of the body, the anatomy, physiology, and chemistry of our human bodies, explaining that to someone who is not educated in the functions of the body in every system. That is when I get frustrated, because it's the majority. We are dealing with a majority of uneducated, misinformed, even in the highest credentials. Not going to mention any names or slander anybody, but there are some doctors and some nutritionists and some naturopath doctors, homeopath doctors, who do not have the correct information. I don't want you to be dogmatic, and I would never choose to be dogmatic. I've been there and done that. Moved past it, made my mistakes, and learned from them, so I don't repeat them again. I love everybody equally. I hold nothing against anybody if they choose to eat potato chips, pop, drugs. I don't care what they choose to do with their bodies. What I do care about is people not knowing what it is that is causing the disease-like symptoms in their body. So if you would like to know more about what it is I teach, then please do not hesitate to inform me that you're curious and ask me questions about what it is you would need to know. To ask me about your symptoms. It'll help me increase my own knowledge to help and assist more people across the globe. I'm just getting started. I want you to come along on my journey as I travel from here to Toronto to California to Thailand, back to California to Florida. I'll be documenting the whole thing, meeting friends, eating fruit, sharing recipes, information, and education. I am Matthew Mellor. Please, please, please subscribe to whatever you want. I am here to help. So at the end of the day, I have information, take it or leave it. If it's not for you, then it's for somebody else. I'm here for the somebody else. And it could be you. Or it could be anybody, because at one point it was me. And I would love to be talking to me if I were you. Okay. Alright then. I think I've talked enough now. I'm very, very fortunate to have this camera and to have you viewers. Take care, dear ones. I love you all. Bye.